What is up, good people? Jungling here, hope you're doing well. A lot of people with a negative outlook on the updates we've seen recently with the XRP Ledger, the latest of which is a stablecoin issued by Ripple. And I think it's because it's different. It's a change. But to be honest with you, it's exactly the type of things I've been looking for. As we see the XRP Ledger come front and center to be a powerhouse in DeFi. Still going to be payment focused. It's about fast speeds, instant settling, cheap costs. That's great, but it's not just only payments, but payments integrated into DeFi systems. The future of DeFi is going to be used by institutions and individuals alike. You can't just look at where DeFi is today, you got to imagine where we're headed. Panos, great quote on X today, said, you know what, there's been over $2 trillion transacted and swapped on Uniswap alone, the current leading AMM/DEX. This shows the potential of DeFi and AMMs. I hope one day we see on the XRP Ledger as well. We must all work together to bring more users into the ecosystem and showcase the amazing capabilities of this technology. I've seen Panos say a lot of times the XRP Ledger is the OG DeFi system, and this really is to the creator's original vision of what this ledger will be used for. Now, a lot of people wondering, is this going to harm XRP? Does XRP still have a place? Absolutely, even more so. We're going to dig into it. And I think one of the great things here is you have that built-in DEX with a lot of feature sets. And when you're tacking on top of that AMMs and stablecoins, I think you're looking with a totally different animal with the type of things we can do with the XRP Ledger. Ripple said the following: the XRP Ledger enables seamless flow of value, transfer across multiple currencies and assets. Discover how auto bridging on the XRP Ledger optimizes liquidity, making decentralized trading efficient, accessible across different asset pairs using XRP as a bridge currency. You're going to, build all this liquidity up on chain. All happening on the XRP Ledger. Low cost, fast speed, not reliant on centralized entities, but XRP is really the lubricant that still makes all of this work. If you thought that banks sending payments cross-border using XRP was excited, I think what the future has for us is even more so. Ripple says the following in their spotlight feature here for auto bridging: in the world of on-chain finance, liquidity is key. The XRP Ledger was built for DeFi. That's important to remember. This isn't just something new that has become exciting and novel like the flavor of the moment. No, this has been the vision all along. They deviated a little bit from that, just focusing on only payments. This is part of the core functionality from day one. And with this use case, we're going to enable a seamless flow of value, transfer across multiple currencies and assets. But in order to do this, we have to achieve efficient cross-asset transactions. Again, XRP being that bridge. XRP as a native asset is not less important because of stablecoins or DeFi. It becomes more important. Someone asked me the other day, why US dollars? Why are they doing a dollar denominated stablecoin? And I'll tell you this, if they have success, I think we'll see a euro stablecoin. I think we'll for sure see a yen stablecoin. You'll probably eventually see baskets of currencies represented as a digital asset. Of course, that leads into precious metals and all sorts of value. Real world assets is just the beginning. And I'll tell you, I've made a lot of snide comments about XLM. I've said, you know what, XRP is enough of a kind of payment focused cryptocurrency blockchain for me. Like, I don't need any more of that within my portfolio. But I'm going to kind of flip-flop on that. And I know I've been a big flip-flopper here lately, but, real-world assets, RWAs, are going to be so key. And much like the XRP Ledger, XLM can be a force in this arena. I think we're going to see a lot of growth here. I'm not going to go wild. I'm not going to go crazy. But I think I might add a little XLM to the portfolio. I've used it a lot in the past to move value between exchanges, things like this. But, XLM's highly capable. It has that focus just like the XRP Ledger. And with real-world assets becoming this massive category, starting with stablecoins, that's the most well-known representation of a real-world asset. on a blockchain, but it's only going to expand from there, I think I'd be kind of silly not to have XLM in my portfolio. Not going to go crazy. I still like the layer 1 smart contract blockchains more, but I think I need some XLM. Let me know what you think down below. And so in this article, it's talking about the auto bridging feature. You might want to send US dollars and have it arrive in pesos, but there's not a lot of liquidity there, not enough. So you could do a jump and go dollars to XRP, XRP to pesos, and there should be a lot of liquidity set up on chain between XRP and a lot of these other stable coins, real world assets, things like this, so you can take the most efficient path possible. On centralized exchanges, this becomes quite expensive. It's, in my mind, why ODL doesn't work to a great degree, because you're doing all these currency swaps. It's a high cost. You're having to pay market makers, but on chain, that cost comes to next to nothing. And it's this global liquidity hub where you don't have difference in prices all over the place. And so a payment may still route through US dollars, XRP, XRP to euro, for instance, but it does so almost instantly and free, and you're not having to pay all these market makers. Now ODL operates, very efficiently. And I think this is the point, that, DeFi is a massive use case, and I think it's going to be a big driver of growth on chain, but it's symbiotic with payments, and that's what's important. We've heard of the flywheel effect. You've probably heard that before. How do we get there? How do we get this liquidity really flowing? A lot of DeFi users may do exactly that. May get that liquidity flowing on chain, and then you're throwing on payments on top of that, and it builds off of each other. Now the next section is key: synergy with AMMs. AMMs are not new. They're on a lot of other chains, but it's quite novel the way it works on the XRP Ledger with the built-in DEX, with advanced feature sets like auto bridging. Auto bridging works in conjunction with the XRP Ledger's automated market maker. When AMM trades occur on the XRP Ledger, it can create new trade offers that are compatible with the auto bridging feature. The interaction between AMMs and auto bridging is complementary, with each function supporting each other. So, this is quite different than what we see in other ecosystems, other blockchains, and it still has that focus on efficient payments and settlement. Ripple stating stablecoins are expected to reach in the next 4 years $3 trillion in general, and this is what we want. We want valuable assets on the ledger, trading that could be leveraged for liquidity and payments. And it's this first step that's so sensible with that US dollar, but that's not the last one, and it may not be the biggest. It's important because it adds an entryway for legacy finance systems to connect to the world of decentralized finance, ultimately driving a new wave of use cases, additionally leveraging a trusted enterprise-grade stablecoin alongside XRP and Ripple payments. No one sits back and worries, oh no, how are you going to use Ethereum? If we allow you to launch MakerDAO with its own token, or Compound, or Aave, or Link, or Uniswap, like you're not using the Ethereum token. Like only this is a very XRP type of way of thinking. We want valuable things happening on the ledger. That's all that matters. People will retort and say, well, you need Ethereum because of all the high gas fees. That's its value. Well, they're trying to bring the gas fees down, aren't they? With all of these upgrades. Are you telling me that Ethereum's future is less valuable than now? Well, that doesn't make sense either. That's not an asset you want to own. But that's not the way people treat that network, because that's not the truth. We want a robust system that solves real-world problems and not be so XRP focused. It will do just fine. It will play a key role. It has been planned and optimized for the things that XRP does best. You can never get away from those things that a cryptocurrency on its native network can do better than anything else in the world. No amount of stablecoins, tokenized gold, real estate, stocks, whatever it is, it's not going to replace the need for cryptocurrencies. That's the whole point of this endeavor as we build out blockchain. Having math-based currencies that are non-debasable, that you can't print more of. They have their place no matter what feature sets we add, but the more functionality a network has, the more adoption, the more usage, you're going to see that cryptocurrency price go up. Lastly, it was announced today that Grayscale is removing Cardano and Cosmos from its crypto funds and its new quarterly rebalancing. I think this is a huge mistake. They're quoting just kind of the drop off in value and price for these two assets. These are two of the best in the space for sure. And I can tell you this, the future will come where they add those back into their funds. It's just going to happen. Both of those are beastly blockchains that much of the future will be built on. You know, I know both have been tossed in some of these ancillary court cases by the SEC. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but they've named almost everything as security, at least outside of Bitcoin and Ethereum to date. So I don't think that's it. I think we have seen those blockchains kind of go down a little bit in value. To me, to take them out is silly, though. You got to have those in your portfolio. And I think that's a big mistake by Grayscale. Let me know what you think. As always, please like, please subscribe. The revolution will be televised right here on Jungle Link.